welcome everybody, this is Double Player with another daily Dota 2 cast, and this time, as you might have noticed already, I'm not going with a random Captain's Mode game. Well, kinda sorta random, although I just went with the very well-known name of Team Liquid from this game in this second day of American qualifiers to the International 2014. And so far, in terms of picks, we have new and old. The new being Invoker and kinda sorta Mirana, as Mirana wasn't really that popular back in TI3. But like Darkseer and Shadow Demon, they used to be quite popularly picked back in TI2, I also want to say. But more in TI3. But now it seems that Team Liquid is going back to Darkseer's old well-known prowess in staying in the offlane. And Nowhere Spirit is actually going to go with Invoker, who has been untouched in pro games for a very long time. Well, until well, I'm saying for a very long time, but that was until patch 6.80, if I remember correctly, as that's when Invoker was just able to has been able to invoke 2 spells at once, regardless of level of invoke. And we're going to have Shadow Fiend pick on by Team Liquid. But when in terms of bans, we have Lycan ban and Morphling ban, which is kind of again a comeback to the older times when in TI2 Morphling was pretty much picked in every game as his potential of becoming large without really that much of a threat due to his ability to morph into strength. Used to be pretty much abused by pro teams. But a Shadow Fiend pick, I assume he's not gonna go mid. I mean, well, if Invoker is gonna go Quas Vex, which is what I predict is going to happen, he's going to pretty much have Shadow Fiend around his finger. And Lina picked by Nowhere Spirit, which is maybe not that unusual nowadays, or well, she has always been quite a good pick, but people just avoided her since her son wasn't that reliable. And the Keeper of the Light pick by Team Liquid, as they're going, as it seems they're gonna go for a push lineup with Darkseer's Iron Shell alongside with Illuminate and the Shadow Races will take care of free play quite swiftly. Lina's worth has also increased by quite a bit in 6.81 due to her Agnum's Scepter granting her ability to slice through magic immunity, which is quite big ultimately, considering Lina's Laguna Blade is the highest single target nuke in the game. And the Centaur One-Runner pick, I know her Spirit, very well known for his ability to picking off to start a pick-off pretty much. However, even those pick-offs aren't really that long, but he just goes in, hoof stomps, double edges, and the rest of the team helps. I mean, there's going to either be Lina or Shadow Demon to help with finishing off a lone Team Liquid Wanderer.
5 seconds remaining.
But I do find it amusing as how Team Liquid just banned out Nyx Assassin as they have Mirana, Shelfin, and Keeper of the Light. Well, Mirana has an escape mechanism in the shape of, in the form of Leap, and that Wraith King getting chosen lately, getting picked more and more as a support pickup, as his stun is quite powerful, and since his lifesteal aura started to work on ranged heroes, or well, units, excuse me,
10 seconds remaining.
like suddenly it grants
5 seconds remaining.
a Shadow Fiend and Mirana excuse to not get lifesteal as one of their 6 items, and the Dragon Knight pick or Noah's Spirit. I'm kind of trying to figure out how Noah's Spirit is going to line this up, but well, Shadow Fiend is well, I'm not sure if he's ultimately going to go mid. I should probably just remember which players prefer which roles, but my memory is not that good, as you might have noticed in the previous casts. I like this music, but it's kind of repetitive, honestly.
10 seconds.
But hey, at least you get the full experience, which you can also actually get it by yourself. As remember that any game or the international, be it both the qualifiers or the tournament, are free to watch either through numerous streams or through the Dota 2 game client itself. But here we have, holy crap, a smoke used in like -1 minute mark. But yeah, on No Earth Spirit's side we have Brix on Centaur, Goody on Lina, Knave on Shadow Demon, Relic on Dragon Knight, and Half-Right Eggroll on Invoker. And on Team Liquid's side we have Bulba on Darkseer going top, Poikva picking up Shadow Demon, Shadow Fiend, excuse me, and going middle. And Pegasus, TC, and Way2
30 seconds.
going, picking up Keeper of the Light, Mirana, and Wraith King respectively, for a tri-lane on bottom. Okay, so the smoke was used, but okay, this might be quite well. Bulba is away from the side of the jungle, so they would pretty much have to have a blink somehow before the horn, which is pretty much impossible. Or well, yeah, a blink or any sort of mobility item. But yeah, instead of Invoker going middle, it's actually going to be Dragon Knight, which is well, you can withstand. Oh, and find a back creep block by Relic, as he has to stand in quite an uncomfortable spot if he wants to get it anywhere near creeps. And Half-Right Eggroll hasn't really chosen his skill build just yet. Way to pausing game, as Team Liquid seems to. Oh, yeah, we have technical difficulties, which have been swiftly resolved. Probably just sudden disconnect. I mean, I don't really have. Probably like the power cable just disconnect from the monitor. Was a curious poll, but I guess this is actually going to use his Illuminate to damage a bit of the jungle creeps. Bulba getting ready to pull this camp, but I'm pretty. I'm not sure if this ward. No, I'm guessing none of these wards actually blocked the camp, and outright aggro got caught out, and well, Illuminate, Great Fire Blast, and Sacred Arrow were able to take Invoker down and actually just ghost up. And Centaur, well, the top and bottom are going to just switch around. Disruption being used on Miranda, but no follow-up. Oh, and then I never really noticed when Wraithking got this hurt. Yeah, let's look at past hits. It's 8 for Shadowpin and 11/6 for Relic. Haste being picked up by Keeper of the Light, which doesn't really give him that much. As he doesn't really have any means to start a fight. And he needs to be careful. Well, even if he got disrupted, well, if Lena was close enough, they could use a Light Strike Array into Hoopstom, but even then, Keeper of the Light would. Okay, the haste fell off, and Light Strike Array into Disruption, and another stun is going to miss. So the Keeper of the Light just gets away with quite a bit of bruises, but lives to tell the tale. And I was actually kind of expecting for Relic to have the advantage in XP, or have it much more prominent, considering his 8 denies. Fight bringing on the bottom with both Great Fire Blast and Sacred Arrow being able to finish off Lena, and that's going to be a dead Shadow Demon as well. With Centaur being barely being able to run Champion balls up into this room, which he can really use, and well, yeah, he can't really do that much. I mean, pretty sure he's not going to just pick up his ulti level 6, considering he doesn't even have the 6th level as of yet. But yeah, Team Liquid has already gathered 3 kills. All of them because, well, they're just able to stun. Well, since there's the reliable stun from Wraith King, and then there's the less reliable, but if someone's stunned, well, if you set it up, then Sacred Arrow also can hold someone in place for quite a bit of time.
We say no.
Holocrowing and swing on the middle. Wraith King TPing on mid, and pretty sure he got found. Although, no, not necessarily. Now he has been. Now Waito has been seen by Relic. I think this week. Oh, and Miranda getting killed off with the help of a Shadow Demon's Disruption, Hoopstomp, and Illuminate. No, what? How did Miranda die, actually? Kind of. I guess the Hoopstomp and. Okay, that's a Great Fire Blast. And Illuminate is actually going to miss, as its aim was kind of wrong, or Sender was able to just walk enough to be outside of the range of Illuminate. I guess Kupsam and Disruption were able to catch off Mirana. And the Soul Catcher was able to deal enough additional damage to finish them off, finish her off. But hearing about smoke being used on a Wraith King who has a DD.
Radiant's bottom tower has been
Oh, and Nowhere loses their first tower. Although they do deny it, so that's quite less gold to go into liquid. Already have almost a 3,000 gold advantage. Disruption being used on Keeper of the Light. I Strike Array miss as far as I've seen, but Striker Arrow hits Lina, but Mirana needs to be careful. Though who's going to die? Mirana was able to just sleep away, and Wraith King just Wraith Fire, just stunning and smacking the hell out of Lina, but Sandor was saved due to Nave's body blocking, but Nave was going to fall himself by picking up a Midas in 7 minutes and 20 seconds. And yeah, how many kills well, 3 kills are credited to Mirana, and 2 of them are from Wraith King's hand. Although something tells me this won't change Liquid's primary plan of using him as a support than a carry. And in this room getting picked up by Koikfa. Let's look at levels. They're not really that different, although.
Shadows, take us.
Huh? Moonlight Shadow being used, and Mirana getting picked up as a Sentry Orb was put down by No Earth to not allow Keeper of the Light to escape. I think I just said that Mirana died. Oops.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
But No Earth is pretty much going to take this chance and try to push middle tier 1. Keeper of the Light appearing and taking slight revenge on No Earth with this one fully charged Illuminate. The tower gets ultimately destroyed, but
Has fallen.
Dragon Knight gets stunned and gets hit with Illuminate. Lina barely surviving with less than 20 HP. And Starstorm never hitting Dragon Knight, but half charge Illuminate and an arrow finishes off Dragon Knight as the Illuminate is able to kill off Shadow Demon.
Radiant's middle tower
So,
is under attack. Radiant's
Keeper of the Light
structures are
died and
fortified.
No Earth took a middle tower. But now they got a kill up of a mid and a support, and they're going to get a tower. Or a Shadow
Radiant's
Fiend,
middle
no
tower
less.
has fallen.
So that's the whole ordeal was ultimately in the favor of Team Liquid. And our smoke being picked up by Lina. Team Liquid seems to be considering doing something to Centaur, but they're not really in a position to make anything happen. So TC decides to farm a bit. But yeah, Shadowfiend already has 9th level. And how much is he ahead of Dragon Knight actually? Dragon Knight who's smoked up alongside Lina and Shadow Demon. 900 experience points advantage over, and they're going to catch 2 sentries being used to make sure that Bulba does not escape. And an unfortunate stun from Centaur Conqueror, as the illusions were enough to trigger the stun from Centaur Conqueror on his own. Stampede being used for Sender, who tries to get away from Team Liquid on bottom, but
Radiant's bottom tower is
wasn't
under
able
attack.
to
Dire's top tower is under
run.
attack.
This top tier 1 is going to fall. But that's for
Dire's structures
in exchange
are
for a bottom
Radiant's bottom
tier
tower
2.
is under attack. Dire's top tower has fallen.
And also like kills on both sides,
Radiant's
but
bottom tower has fallen.
well, it's a Darkseer as a solo versus losing a Centaur who, well, was also solo, so or rather more of a support. But ultimately, Team Liquid gets a better end of the stick as they finish up bottom tier 2. And the mechanism picked up by Darkseer. Seems his death was not that much of a setback. The Blink Dagger being picked up by Bricks. So now he can finally just appear on top of people who sub them and double edge them to allow the rest of his team to follow up and kill off a member of Team Liquid. And this room being used and not immediately
Radiant's top
spelled.
tower is under
Never mind.
attack.
As Runa ultimately assumes a tornado in EMP being used on Wraith King, and Wraith King is going to fall as he does not have even a speck of a chance to run. Instead of trying to fight it all, Team Liquid just goes away with Koikfa going bottom to farm a bit. Is no Earth Spirit actually going to find someone? Well, there's Mirana, but she has her leap ready. Darkseer just surges down the middle. Throughout the light. Hides in the trees and actually charges up Sacred Arrow, hitting Bricks, but no real way to follow up on that. Elevine is actually going to be pushing bottom further on. And Team Liquid is actually going up from bottom. Moonlight Shadow and Smoke being used. Illuminate, Lena getting banned and hit with Illuminate. Tornado and EMP. Senna going to die. Yes, Senna is going to die. Wraithfire Blast being used on Evoker. Who uses QQ Walk and
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Channelfiend actually appears on top, but isn't really able to do anything. And Invoker falls,
Radiant's bottom
so
tower
that's
is under
a
attack.
3-4-0. In favor of Liquid. Pretty sure there was a nil. I'll check later. Oh, I never really noticed Anomalous pickup for Invoker, but I'm pretty sure it was mostly bought. Not for the goal, but to get the
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
much needed experience.
Radiant's top tower has fallen.
Blade Dagger being purchased by Darkseer. Well, ultimately we do have the combo of Illuminate and Requiem of Souls and Vacuum. Did I say Vacuum once, twice? I meant Illuminate for one of those. Silly me, I like to repeat words. And Keeper of the Light going for an Academ Scepter, which in combination of Darkseer's mechanism is actually going to be quite helpful in keeping Team Liquid in the middle of on the battlefield, smoke being used. And actually see Bulba who blinks out of the well, he still gets caught by the tornado, but he was able to blink out of a certain death. That was quite a quick reaction from Bulba. And Way 2 smacks Russian a couple of times, but with no real follow-up, so to speak. And Relic is going to chase Pegasus, who's actually going to just TP out, as Relic does not get the vision required to Dragon Tail Pegasus. And Demonic Purge being used on PC for no real reason. Well, I guess it is a 50-second cooldown, but I don't really get it. I would have thought he might want to use it on the Shadow Demon, Shadow Phoenix, who has the lacking bar, as Demonic Purge does go through, well, the slow, not the damage part. Although, does it decrease? Well, it doesn't show any numbers, which is kind of annoying. But Team Liquid is actually going to go and get Roshan, as they know that No Earth isn't really in any position to contest that.
Roshan has fallen to the dark.
The just goes to the Koikva's hands, and Mirana finishing off her Mjolnir. I was more expecting a... well, I wasn't really... I'm saying I was expecting Desolator, but I'm basing that on nothing, as Mithril Hammer doesn't really tell one much. I'm not really sure if No Earth Spirit actually knows that Koifa has a KB, and Tornado EMP being used alongside with Cold Snap on Way 2. And Koifa is actually going to man up as he gets purged. Soul caught. He's going to finish up North Spirit's Lina. As I don't know why she didn't run away even though Stampede was used. Stampede and Demonic Purge. It was a very odd choice. But yeah, with the purchase of the Bling Dagger by Shadow Fiend, this pretty much completes the setup, or like or rather the items required for the whole AOE. Forgive the catchphrase Wombo combo. As Keeper of the Light is finished with his acronyms, as he only needs to pick up the 2 other items. Aghanim Scepter works like that. It gives the permanent spirit form, so he can, no matter what's going on in the game, he can just keep spamming Illuminate and just walk away, not without the need to channel it with, or well, Illuminate, Requiem of Souls, and Vacuum being used, but well, Replica wasn't able to really do much, and only Shadow Demon getting killed off, and Koifa is actually going to lose his Aegis, and Relic is going to fall. Nina is using her Laguna on Mirana, but she gets killed. And we have a 4-for-1 in quite a visible favor of Team Liquid, as they get the middle tier 2. And, well, there was an attempt at the setup, but it didn't really happen. Another big thing about Keeper of the Light's Aghanim Scepter, he gets permanent access to his recall and blinding light spells, and also during the day he gets unobstructed vision, which I'm pretty sure if this was back in the old days, people would just call it legal map hack, as unobstructed vision, for those who are not quite clear or who are not in the know, so to speak, means that he will be able to just ignore that there are trees, walls, hills, anything, and he will just see through them. I'm not sure if that was a lag or just an animation glitch. I like how it just grays out spirit form when you have the Agnus. And Evoker picks up an Orchid. But yeah, now Nowhere Spirit has to deal with... Oh, actually Demonic Purge and Hoofstorm being used on Pegasus as he falls.
No crowd shall cheer your name.
Nina picking up Treads. And actually double Bracer, which is like a cry for survival. A Mystic Step on Darks here is pretty much a certain Scythe of Vice. Although not very soon, but sooner than later, ultimately. It's good. And a gem being picked up, a Keeper of the Light, who is going to be pretty much a dewarding station during day, which is going to come up in about a minute. Let's look at the gold chart, the charts. It's more than 14k gold lead and almost 14k experience lead, and Relic is going to pretty much get caught out. Keiki uses his BKB just to run away, and that's a 9-second charge used just to get away, but from what? Nothing really is. Nothing was ready for. Well, there was Wadu with his stun, but nothing much. Koifa just dropping some sounds. Not the base, because the base is in. Warlock is the owner of the base, but Team Liquid getting ready to push top tier 2. The final outer defense of No Earth. A Tornado EMP being used, but EMP not catching out anyone. Sacred Arrow flying, but not catching out. Whoop! Rayfire Blast catching out the Evoker. But no possible follow-up. Or, well, it would be no possible non-greedy follow-up, as that will be quite dangerous. And I guess now I know why Goody decided to go for Power Treads and 2 Bracers, as he hates losing about 35% of his life. Sacred Arrow flying, again, not getting anyone. Way 2 Sonic Centaur, but then he gets caught out. Requiem of Souls, Vacuum, Wall of Replica, and everyone just starts to melt. Well, yeah, that's the 3 that's really going to die. And Centaur gets away to Fountain, but he's the only one alive. As CC gets a triple kill. How many multi-kill prizes have been given out this game? That's quite a number. I think 3 at least. I'm not really sure. But yeah, the first tier 3 falls. And that's going to be pretty much a set of racks. And
Radiant's top barracks has fallen.
Disruption being used on Mirana, but well, they're just going to kill off Shadow Demon. Lena being finished off by Koifa. who's in quite a bit of trouble, but he'll survive, and a GG call by Nowhere Spirit rather.
Team Liquid
Yeah.
victory.
So ultimately, Nowhere Spirit wasn't able to get rid of Team Liquid's damage. And even though there were numerous attempts at pickoffs, they would be thwarted. For example, by the very good reaction by Bulba to just blink into safety from Invoker's tornado. But yeah, this has been Double Player. I hope you enjoyed this cast. Any feedback would be quite appreciated, as I'm pretty sure that wasn't a perfect cast. But yeah, remember that there are many more games coming up during the qualifiers. As that's only the second day of the American qualifiers. There are going to be and there are a total of 4 qualifiers if my memory serves. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for tuning in, and goodbye.